to my father and to your grandma, he said, do not worry, you will get a son. I promise you, you will get a son. So when the fourth one, after 3 girls, wait, no boy, no boy, no boy. So when the fourth child came, it was a boy.
Jump
Papa
with joy.
Jump with joy. Jump with joy. That's your brother.
The whole household was all joyous.
And to honor and say thank you to Tamar, he took his son to Tamar. So Tamar has a Bible on his grave. He's buried in front of their house. So he took the baby, and I was very little, and I remember this. So Tina was there, who I'm named after, and he took the baby, not to Tina, but took her to the Bible, and just lay your father on the Bible, and and then my father, your grandfather, said, yeah, Tamar, said, Tamar, this is my son, Utepa Falzo Ese. And then he just stood there, and the baby was just lying there, and Mama was just standing there at the back. So for a minute, I saw a little tear in his eye come down, and then lifted and gave to my grandma, to Grandpa Tina. And then so after he put Tepa there, Mama, and then Tina, and then my grandmother could then hold the beautiful angel baby.
Bubbly, cute little baby.
But it always stuck in my mind how, because I don't see my father cry many times, but I always said, why you put that there? And he said, because. And then he told me the story, how he wanted a son, but he never said anything, but his father knew that he really wanted to have. And then Tamar promised him, don't worry, I will popole.
The next one will be a boy.
And on top, and to follow on that, my dad's father said, you will have a son, and that your son will continue the spreading of the good news.
Sorry, thank you.
Because my father's father came from a very theological scholar family, so he said to my dad, you will have a son, and he will continue
So that's the second part of Tamar's wish, that he will have a son so he can continue the Tanalile. Which is why he's a taulanga for
our taulanga is like a sacrifice. So we sacrifice this for
you know how Abraham tried to sacrifice his son? Well, he's a sacrifice.
He's our lamb.
We're having our very lovely fellowship birthday. Another birthday celebrations. Joe's been preparing.
So that's the culture.
Birthday breakfast, pancake.
Oh my God.
Because my sister tells it better than me. She's got that drama. Of telling things.
I love you,
but
it's a magic jug.
Oh, I keeps feeling. I love jugs.
That's what that's gone. No, I mean that's the gravy jug. That's the.
Everything good that goes in this jug.
Everything's good in that jug.
Like the gravy last night.
Like the gravy.
Can you give me your recipe of this? Oh my God.
Hello, Mom.
Who was that, Grandma?
Hello.
You alright? What's wrong?
When you mention his mother, it brings me bad memories.
Didn't like her, Grandma.
I cried all the time when I remember her. She's very cruel to me. So every time I hear her name, it brings tears to my eyes.
Do you cry when they say my name?
She's very...
And yet you name me your name.
For the sake of your father.
Yes, so you sacrifice.
Father, but she's very cruel to me. She calls me a thing. She never... When Papa took me over to try and solve the issue, to be near his mother, she never sit down, she never say hello, she never talks to me, she turns her back and clean everywhere. And when we're about to leave, she pulled Tepa's, your father's hand back, and she said, oh, yeah, the thing is a palangi.
Wow.
A palangi le mea.
That's what you say about
That's
Joe.
what she said. o le palangi le mea. The thing is a palangi.
She's half
So I'm
caste.
82 now. I'm praying to God to forgive me, to forgive and forget. I'm trying.
Yeah.
But she even wrote to the Dad's first cousin Fitawi. She's married to the Prime Minister, and she wrote to her to please help. Stop Tepa marrying that thing.
And
It's all
Dad still
right.
married you.
He didn't listen to anybody.
Didn't listen
But
to anybody.
I don't know what he saw in me.
Right.
I tried to ask him to tell me, what did you see in me?
Yeah.
Because not only his mother, but everybody in the island,
That's a love
everybody in
story.
the island,
That's a love story.
They should make
yeah,
this movie.
everybody in the
Story.
island disagree for him to marry me.
You're like Cinderella and Prince Charming.
Like Romeo and Juliet.
But they do.
But
They died, bro. They killed
I forgive and forget.
That's not the right story.
When Papa was alive,
Not a good
died.
I
example,
said to him, facing face to face, I said, Papa, when I wish I was clever now in those days, because if I was clever, the day we married, I will announce, everybody come in, but the mother of the groom get out. And you know what Papa did? He laughed. He thinks it's funny. He thinks it's funny. But now I'm a mother too. I don't blame her.
This is the most beautiful part of his story. She goes on with this,
And
and
then
then
she
she
comes
comes
to
to the
yeah.
bottom.
I
Let's
come
wait till
down.
the
Always
next part.
lie,
Right.
And admit
but now I'm a
that
mother,
I'm a mother,
and
and
I know
I understand
her.
how she felt.
See, that's the complete
Your
side of
son
the
married
movie.
Palangi.
Your son married a Palangi.
And your daughter married Palangi.
And I
Yeah.
learned my lesson. Now I'm a mother. I cannot go into that
Yeah.
like the way she thinks.
Beautiful.
Because I feel the more she cares so dearly to her son, Tepa, and she wants everything perfect for her son, I feel the same too. But not that discrimination. This thing
That's
that
against the law,
she
Mama.
thought
Well,
is
Grandma,
racist.
sometimes,
Discrimination. Racist.
sometimes when people are hurt like that,
yeah,
they then hurt other people.
yeah.
But you never ever
No.
treated me like that.
No,
Never.
no, never, ever, never,
So
ever.
you were hurt, but then you chose not to
No,
hurt other
no,
people. So
no.
you always
Yes,
loved
yeah,
me.
you're always dear to my heart.
Lovely.
Because your
heart.
son is dear to you.
That's
Because
why.
my
That's
son,
why.
I love dearly my son, and so is his other half,
Yes.
and all of you.
Yes.
So,
Well, you were
Thank you,
bigger
Lord.
than she was then.
yes.
Lovely.
That's right.
And one
Mama.
more little add,
Yes.
disrespect, Mom. I understand what you're saying because I looked a bit like my mom, so I understand what she meant. Because my sister was called after my grandmother, so my sister always used to protect me when we used to visit my grandmother, the one that she's talking about. She used to sort of put her right next to sleep with her, and everything she did, they blamed me. But I forgive her and I love her and everything, but I also understand that she came from a different era, different generation. She treated all the other the other wives and husbands of her own children the same way. So it wasn't only Mum. She came from a very different hierarchy. She was a blue blood, if you can think about it in English. She was blue blood. You know, like she'll sit there like a big, like it's hard to think about in a village, but that is how it was, very, very hierarchical sort of. If you're not blue blood, like my dad was, and my mum was half bit of German in her, so that is the truth. And that is, it's not just for my mum, for everybody. They all look down on the people with mixed blood. So that's just another, but I understand what mum is saying, but society.
You know what Papa's mother did? His mother, when they couldn't stop him from marrying me. No one could stop him. She even went to my minister, you know, my spiritual parents in the village. She even went to them and demanded them, how did they make this girl meet her son to stop, for the minister to help to stop.
Oh.
And the minister said, we didn't have anything to do with your son's decision to marry that girl. They didn't start here because in Samoa in those days, the ministers matchmake the girl to a pastor, like that. That's the traditional. They matchmake the student to a girl, but they didn't do that. We met ourselves. We did it ourselves. So my mother, was very upset, and she stopped the wedding from having it up here, but they took my wedding to the village, which is very, very, very sad for me, because I didn't grow up in a village. I didn't. But because of my mother's difference with the minister, they took my wedding there. So it was a big difference at that time. But it's all over now.
Yeah.
Look at my
I
present.
know.
Yes.
Look at that.
Hallelujah.
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 Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Beautiful.
What's that song that you sang when we took the cake for?
Now how's it go?
Oh yes, are you gonna sing? Can you sing? Yes, can you sing for me? Can you please? Okay, come on.
I'll get the guitar. I'll get the guitar.
Yes.
Okay.
Lily,
I'll go find her.
go and find her and glue her to the seat here.
I'll give a good start. She's coming.
Lily, come and join the fellowship. That's enough now. You need to be here. You're sharing this time together, okay? Oh no, she's the backup.
Okay.
Wow.
Wait till.
Is somebody taping this?
Yes, I'll
Oh, I think that's what
You
take it. Oh,
taping
sorry,
it?
is that Steve taken?
Oh, no, I was thinking.
Oh wow. Woo. Oh my gosh. Where did he come from?
What's he?
Very beautiful.
Louder.
Go, happy birthday.
Good voice.
Okay.
Oh,
So
yeah,
we
no,
also
no.
have a song for you.
Oh,
Favorite bakery. Ukulele. Do I need a bit?
it's lovely, it's lovely.
What do you want? Just take it from the top. Yep.